Yesterday, there was an agreement between the government of Belize and the ambassador of Guatemala to allow 4 people, Guatemalan nationals, to come into Belize, and that the consul of Guatemala would pick them up at the airport and transport them directly to the western border, non-stop, because what we did not want, or what we do not want, is for people to come out and go to stores or restaurants and come in touch with our Belizean people. This was not so. The Guatemalan consul was waiting at the airport, but we did not know that he had already hired a taxi driver from Arenal to pick them up and take them to the western border. Now, we don't know what happened on the way from Belize City, the airport, to the western border. I was alerted by our health people at the western border and immigration western border about the situation. I immediately addressed it with the director of immigration, with the port commander at the airport, and also brought it up to my CEO's attention, not knowing that the taxi driver, had already left the airport. It was not until they arrived at the western border that we got notice from the nurse there that the 2 Guatemalans crossed into Guatemala, and they were put in quarantine in Guatemala upon crossing the Melchor border. Now, we remain with a problem because our taxi driver, 25 years old, Arenal, he was put in quarantine, and so was his taxi. Now, the issue is that we have a family now that will stay without an income due to this happening. And he was escorted by police and our health inspector to Arenal. His wife was notified that she must abandon her house immediately before he arrived. He has now been put in quarantine for 14 days on his own. His wife has moved to her parents' house. It was also brought up to our attention that when the wife went to take food for him, she left it at the gate because she cannot come in contact with him. She left it by the gate, and the Arenal people stoned her. We had to place BDF to look after the man and the family, who are now at risk because we don't know if he is infected. But not only that, the Arenal people have stood up in arms with this whole situation. So something that shouldn't have happened. I advised yesterday the Prime Minister. I sent him a voice message informing him of what has happened. Our officers at the western border are upset and are uneasy and they don't even want to work. I have advised my CEO as well that it is time that we close that airport fully, completely, not allowing any Guatemalan to come in from a third country because they have to travel the whole of Belize, no? And we don't know if they're making stops. So today we called an urgent meeting, and I am meeting with the CEO of immigration, the director of immigration, the Guatemalan authorities, and myself. And we are going to bring this issue because he did not comply with his agreement, and that is what has us upset. It is. I hope that it is not too late as yet, and I just pray that this man is not infected, because according to what we hear, I'm still yet to find out. These people are, I think, of Canadian. They are Canadian nationals with residence in Guatemala. So I'm still yet to confirm. I will keep you posted.